Welcome to Body Efficiency Training, and in this video we're going to be working on the samurai squat, or I call it sometimes the frog leg squat. And this squat you need to be able to do if you want to keep a more vertical spine whilst going down. In the normal squat your knees go forward and you have to counterbalance by sticking your bottom out backwards, and in order to lever the bottom backwards, lever the hips, you've got to lean forward. But so you have to lean forward if the knees go forward. Now if you want to keep your spine vertical, i.e. not lean forward, then your knees have to go apart as you go down, and this allows you to keep a more vertical spine as you go down. It's also a slightly easier squat to do because you're on the ball of the feet and your heels are up. You're sitting on the heels, but only the balls of your feet are touching the floor. And you've got a stretch in the hips in the samurai squat. You're trying to stretch the hips open, drive the pelvis forward, but at the same time pull in the stomach, pull in the TA muscle, the waistline, and pull in the obliques. So you're keeping a strong lumbar spine, and there's an arch in the lumbar. You've got to lift up the shoulders and the rib cage, keep that spine nice and vertical, and then go down by twisting the knees out. Well, you're twisting the knees from the hips. You try not to put any twist in the actual knee. The rotation has got to be on the ball of the foot, the ankle and the hips. Nothing in the knee. Very, very careful to put no pressure on the knee. And you see now as you go down, so the knees go apart, you're feeling the stretch in the hips, you're driving the pelvis forward, but at the same time pulling the stomach in. Then you can put your hands on the floor and slowly rock your heels back into the normal squat, the primal squat, or the full squat. And then you can rock forward, push your pelvis forward, open the knees to come back to the frog leg squat or the samurai squat, and then rise up. And you rise up again by squeezing the glutes tight as possible. So you squeeze the hips, trying to push the hips inwards and forwards to come up. And as you go down, you're stretching the hips. So as you go down, it feels like a stretch. And if you get it right, it's very pleasant. It feels like a pleasant stretch, and your body weight is taken by stretching the hips. So it's very important. Your body weight is not so much taken by the knees and the thigh muscles, it's taken by the stretch in the hips. And then to rise up again, that the work is done in the ankles and the toes and the hips, squeezing the hips back in again. So here, right down low, the hips are projected backwards. I've got a big stretch in the hips. And then to rise up in the samurai, I squeeze the glutes, drive the pelvis forward. I'm still arching back and rise onto the ball of the feet. So here, squeezing up nice and tall, pushing the pelvis forward, pulling the knees out, but again, not stressing the knees. And then I drop back, lean forward a bit as I go to the normal squat. So the normal squat, the primal squat, the full squat, you lean slightly forward, but you're still arching back. There's got to be a strong stretch in the hips, and then I rise up. Okay, I hope this was helpful. It's a very useful exercise to do, transitioning between the samurai squat and the full squat. Look forward to seeing you in the next video.